I'm Rebecca Autumn Sansom, filmmaker behind Reckoning with the Primal Wound and an investigative journalist. Today, I want to address a dark chapter that connects directly to the trauma work we explore in adoption. The systemic programs that followed World War II. While we celebrated the Allied victory in 1945, the reality is way more complex. For instance, did you know that through operations like Paperclip, former Nazi scientists and psychiatrists were quietly integrated into American research programs? Others escaped via rat lines to South America. Their ideologies and methodologies didn't simply vanish. They evolved, and they continued. So to be clear about what we're dealing with, these are fundamentally broken people. They're losers who can only feel powerful by hurting others, whether it was the original Nazi scientists or figures like Epstein continuing their grotesque work. At their core, they're pathetic predators who prey on the innocent because they have no real strength of their own. What we're witnessing today, the manipulation, the breakneck pace to turn us into robots or somehow enslave us, it's not going to work. You know why? Because there are too many light bringers on Earth right now. Too many people awakening to refuse their control. It's really important to remember that every truth we speak, every connection we make, despite their attempts to isolate us, that's how we call these predator losers once and for all and build the new Earth our children deserve. One that is actually safe for them to grow into healthy adults and possibly parents themselves. Thank you for bearing witness to Ellie's testimony at this crucial time.
I honor and respect and admire the Epstein survivors coming out with their testimony. It takes a lot of courage and even healing on their part to speak up now. And I was where they were 20 years ago, and when I first started healing enough so that I could speak up and feel like there were people willing to witness and honor what I was saying, I did what they did. I recited litanies of horror. He had taken me to a place out in the country where they had dumped bodies, children's bodies. I had to make animal noises. I had to, they call me monkey kuchango, which is, mono is a nice word for monkey in Spanish, but kuchango, you know, that's when I started being caged. And then that's when it was the torture level, and yeah, my whole life changed at that point.
And they continued.
One of the Nazi officers looked at me and he frowned because I wasn't eating it. I wasn't eating what was on my plate. I didn't want to eat the child. And I'm beyond that now because I've done an incredible level of healing, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Gone actually from beyond forgiveness to love of the people that took their pain of their own childhood out on me. I know other people around me use the word evil. I don't. I just say it's human. We've been in about a 7,000 year period of imbalance that we're coming out of now. And with my experiences, I was trained to see good, and I'll be talking about that because we need to know that just because we're aware of what is happening with the release of the Epstein files, that it's actually progress. Awareness of a problem is the problem 30% solved. It's when it's in denial and in silence that it's worse. So during the Cold War, I experienced everything the Epstein survivors experienced. I can corroborate it, I can validate it, but I got worse.
I want to tell you a little bit about Ellie. Ellie is a beacon of joy. She holds a master's degree in communications focused on social work and social marketing. As a certified trauma peer specialist, she worked for 20 years supporting trauma survivors. Ellie has lived an extraordinary life, scuba diving in the Caribbean, hiking the Appalachians, and working as an archaeological illustrator in Tuscany. She once won a trip to Paris aboard the Concorde and cherishes every smile from a child. Ellie is also an artist, haiku poet, gardener, and lover of Tai Chi and ballroom dance. She has transcended the depths of human suffering. Today, she embodies the health, happiness, and peace that come from deep spiritual healing. With faith, heart, humor, and mystical visions, she brings hope and light to those who feel stuck or broken, helping them find wholeness.
I just believe that it's very important to be transparent and to tell the truth in our own way. It's so wonderful and important to be believed. So if somebody comes to you and tells you about their experiences, whatever's happened in their life that's not good, if you can just listen to somebody and just say, I'm sorry it happened, whatever it is. Sophocles did a play called Philoctetes about it, and that the phrase stranger in a strange land came like that because he was a Greek archer who'd gotten such an incredible grievous wound that he was in pain and cried and screamed a lot. And he was banished, even though he was one of the most mighty warriors. He was banished to an island because nobody could hear his pain. And yet he had the answer to their military. He had designed a bow that was mightier and better than any other bow, but people couldn't hear him. So it's a wonderful metaphor for survivors because we have the answer to what this country needs, but people don't want to hear our pain. So I just appreciate all the listening that's going on, and whether you're a Epstein survivor or you know one or you're just interested in the prurient part, it's all good. It's all good. And I'm sorry if any of it's too heavy to hear. I'm just used to talking about it because I've done it for many years. It's been part of my healing. When my counselor was doing the cult deprogramming and the mind control, block removal and everything, I sounded batshit crazy. And there was a couple of men in AA that just listened to me for hours and hours. They would just listen to me. And I'm so grateful for that.
Ellie spent her 5th birthday locked in a cage. From infancy, her high society parents and others inflicted the pain of their childhoods onto her. By 13, she was almost obliterated by extreme abuse, satanic ritual, trafficking, torture, crucifixion, and Cold War mind control. Everything was taken from her: her faith, health, self-confidence, beauty, will to live, and the ability to feel any love or joy. As one of the 60% of Americans negatively impacted by adverse childhood experiences, as well as one of the 1% who experience extreme trauma, she grew into an overweight, depressed, sick, lonely, financially struggling, over-drinking adult, dying before her time. She hated herself, her life, and God. The CDC reports that people in the U.S. mental health system die on average 25 years earlier than peers due to over-medication. And she was on her way. She was at death's door when she was saved by Romans 8:28. God works all things together for the good. That ignited a healing miracle. And today, she's a healthy, productive, solvent, and joyful person. She regained everything lost from the ground zero of childhood. And if she can heal, so can you.
Beloved God of my understanding, thank you for helping us love and forgive those who have committed extreme wrongdoing. Even though it challenges us and we are reluctant, please soften our hearts and help us to pray for those who are even thinking of doing extreme wrongdoing. Because the only hope for healing is for us to pray for them and love and forgive them. For they will only listen and respond to love. Beloved God, thank you for guiding us with your love and peace so they will hear us and you, and will continue to heal and to eventually do good. We thank you, beloved God, for helping those who commit extreme wrongdoing to change their hearts and minds. Somehow, for love to enter them Beloved God, please hear our prayers. Amen.